Thanks for watching our tutorial about our user sync app together with OneLogin. We'll show you how to set up our user sync functionality together with OneLogin to use OneLogin's API to synchronize users and groups into your Atlassian application. We'll start off in OneLogin to create the API endpoint and credentials so that we can access the API, and then move over to our user sync side to finish the configuration, do a synchronization, and see that users are actually in the Atlassian application. So let's get started. I'm logged into OneLogin, so I need to go to Administration. And then under Developers, there's a section API Credentials. I need to do a new credential. Let's give that demo Jira. We only need the read users part of the API because we only synchronize one way from OneLogin into Jira, so read users is enough. So let's say save here. And now it gives me a client ID and a client secret. That's what I'll need in a second in the in our plugin in the Atlassian application. So I already copy the client ID, and then I move over to Jira now. Right, this is my demo instance. You see it only has an admin user. We'll synchronize an additional user in there via user sync in a minute. So let's start with the user sync configuration. And user sync has the concept of connectors. So basically every remote system or API that we implemented is a connector here. So we want to create an instance for OneLogin connector that adds the connector, and we'll see the configuration page in a second here. So let's say prod OneLogin. So the default is this US API. If you're in the EU region, then you may have to change it to the EU API, depending on what you've chosen when you created your OneLogin account. So first it wants the client ID here. Let's paste that, and I go swap back to OneLogin to copy the client secret as well. And I can then say done here. So let's paste the client secret in here too. Oops, sorry. And now OneLogin has the concept of groups and what is called the member of attribute. That's where the groups usually are when you synchronize other remote systems like LDAP or Active Directory. That is the default. Since we haven't got a federated Active Directory there, we actually want to use the role sections or the role memberships as groups in Jira. So if you activate the settings groups from roles, then your role memberships will be synchronized as groups into to Jira. You could also, if you have group memberships in OneLogin, I know, complicated concept, but OneLogin also has groups, if you, but they are rarely used actually. But if you use groups in OneLogin and you want those groups to be transported as groups into Jira, then the third setting is what you want. You can also combine them. For this tutorial, we'll stay on groups from roles, and that's most of the settings that we have to do here. Let me, however, say one thing here with the required OneLogin groups. If you don't want all of your users synchronized over to Jira, only a selected few, for example, then you can specify a group here to limit that. And depending on which ones you've chosen here, this will be obviously, in our case, it will be the role name that we want to limit, or you can have multiple, or even a regular expression, but the role name that we want limited here. I can actually do that. For me, it will be Jira software users. That's how I called the role in OneLogin. So only users in that role essentially will get synchronized via this connector now. Let's have a quick look at provisioning settings. I'm not going to go into details here. There's a lot more in the documentation, and also if you get stuck or need some advice, then please reach out to our support. We really love to help you and share our experience with setting that up, because a lot of customer circumstances are different, so there is not really a one-size-fits-all for everything. So if your situation doesn't quite match the tutorial here, then please reach out. Here you can choose always assign users to a certain group, then that group will always be added to the user synchronized. You can, in the attribute mapping section, you can actually, essentially map more attributes from the OneLogin API into additional fields in your Atlassian application. But the probably most important section here as well is the group management. By default, we will treat OneLogin as a single source of truth for group memberships. So if a user is in a group role or member of attribute, whatever you've chosen in the previous section, we'll replicate exactly that in the Atlassian application. With those settings here, with those 3 settings on the screen, you can actually filter those. You can also implement something that you can have a mix of local groups and some groups assigned from OneLogin, or even go the other extreme, have no groups assigned from OneLogin and just everything assigned at local groups with different settings in those. Again, I'm not going to go into details here. There's also a video about group management here if you want to watch that, just so that you've heard it. So let's go to the last thing, which is sync settings. I'm going to turn on scheduled synchronization. So by default, once an hour, we synchronize all users. That's a cron expression, so you can adjust it to your liking. If you have a huge account, so if this once an hour is fine for usually up to 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 users. Easily. If you have larger instances, then you can adjust it down to fewer sync intervals, and again, reach out to us if you want to have some advice. So I'll leave it to the default here and say save and return. So now we have this prod OneLogin connector. It's never synced. Let's just quickly synchronize it. It won't take too long because we only have one user in our OneLogin test instance, and there we are. You can actually see one user was added, so I can close this now. And you see, done with success. That's all that we wanted. Let's just quickly check things. So I'm going to go to user management. And there you see there's the CR demo Jira user that we synchronized in. It's in the prod OneLogin directory. And just to mention that, if I look at user directories here, what UserSync actually does for every connector, it creates its own directory, here in this case prod OneLogin, and that directory will behave like any other internal directory of a Atlassian application here. So we've now got the user in here, the synchronization worked, so that's all we wanted. Now we have our user in the Atlassian application. Thanks for watching this tutorial about user sync together with OneLogin to synchronize your users into the Atlassian application. As always, we're here to help, so if you want to reach out to us via our service desk portal, we're happy to help you with any questions or troubleshooting you may have. You can also always schedule a screen share session with us where we can do this more interactively in a Zoom session. Answer your questions, give you some best practice advice. We're really here to help. Especially UserSync has a lot of additional possibilities, mapping additional attributes. So there's a lot of things that can be adjusted to your particular situation and help you. So that's a very common use case where people reach out to us and talk to us. So I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot.